All right, y'all in for a real treat. Give it up for a real good friend of mine, Jane. Give it up for Jane.
Dr. Collins. Yeah. Got a master's degree. I'll take that. Yeah, Jane.
That's me.
She knows
I'm
it.
wearing the wrong underwear. Where are the birthdays tonight? Y'all got any cake? Why are these people here if they don't have any cake? What's the point? Y'all doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
You could smile. Okay, so my name is Jane. I'm glad to be here this evening. We got a great crowd. Sounds like you're having fun. A friend of mine called me today, and before I tell you about that, let me tell you that there are a lot of words in the English language that have more than one meaning, and I like to go with the one that's the most positive. So she called me up and she said, I broke up with my boyfriend. I said, well, you've been together for 3 years. What happened? She said, he sucks.
Oh, there you go.
That's
So I'm
good.
thinking positive,
Yeah.
but maybe I should have waited a while before I asked her for his phone number. What do you think? I should have waited. I'll get to you. I'll make you laugh. Maybe when I leave the stage. She'll laugh then. I started a diet the other day, and it's one of those diets where you can eat whatever you want, you know, food with flavor. You just have to stay within a certain number of points. So today I had 2 French fries and an Oreo. And I'm looking at the food out here, nachos and chicken fingers. And I will be getting off the stage soon and coming to see all of you with the food. And this is the part where I'm going to make you feel sorry for me, so when I come and steal your food, you won't chase me down. I am a breast cancer survivor.
Oh.
Thank you. 23 years, and I
Very
feel
good.
very fortunate.
Very good.
However, breast cancer was not a completely bad experience for me.
What? What?
Who woke you up?
The margarita.
Well, why don't you go to Margaritaville, and we'll call you when we're done. Robert.
Robert.
Just so I'm not picking on him randomly. I'm just picking on him. Anyway, breast cancer was not a terrible experience for me all around. I actually got a pretty good bit of action as a result. First was the self-exam. Hey, I was gentle.
I'm gonna get
Then there was the exam by my primary care doctor and my surgeon.
unless it's free.
Very thorough.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is free.
Then there's the ultrasound, where they come with the gel. And they put that gel on there, and they take that wand, and they run it around and around. And it gets warmer and warmer. That was okay. But the worst part was the mammogram. And ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about. First, you walk in the room, little mammogram room, and the text says, follow me. And you go 3 feet to this little adjoining room. She takes you in there, she says, take everything off from the waist up, put on this gown. So I took everything off from the waist up, put on the gown, walked back 3 feet to where she was. She looked at me and said, take off the gown. So she takes her ice cold fingers, she grabs my breast. Now, gentlemen, bear with me here for just a minute. I'm not trying to say that the test that women go through is any worse than the test that men go through, because I don't know a lot about the test that men go through, except my doctor has never put his hand between my legs and told me to turn my head and cough. Wait. Well, he never told me to turn my head and cough.
It's a bonus.
And I didn't have to pay him for it either. Anyway, so I got to thinking that if a man had to take a round, sensitive part of his body and put it in, oh, say a nut crusher and have it smashed flat, we would very quickly have a new way to do that test. But ladies, we're still doing the same thing. So she takes her ice cold fingers and she grabs my breast and she pulls it into the mammogram machine. I call it the titty crusher. She smashes it down and she says, "Don't move." Let me paint you a picture. I'm standing there on my tiptoes with my hand up over the top of the machine, right? I'm afraid to breathe for fear the motion of inhaling will rip my tit right off my chest. And she says, "Don't move." Bitch! I can't even breathe. After that was all over, I was in post-op. The nurse came in. She said, "Which breast are we taking?" I said, "The right one." So she wrote on it. A big R. Then the surgeon came in, and he said, "Which breast are we taking?" And I'm thinking, he can't read. But I played along. I said, "The right one," and he wrote on it, but I have no idea what he wrote. And it seemed to be a source of interest for everybody, so finally when anybody came through that curtain, I just pulled the gown down and pointed. It saved time. And that worked really well.
Yeah.
Until my preacher got there. He didn't stay. I don't know if I should be offended or happy, but he didn't stay. So after all of that, I'm in my room, post-op, feeling pretty good. And this lady comes in to see me. She's from one of the support groups. Now, I don't have anything against support groups, so don't get me wrong. I think they're fabulous. They help a lot of people, but I'm just not a support group type of person. And I could not make her understand. I had my own little support system. I didn't need to join her little group. Keep it down back there, Robert. I'm trying to work here.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a very important story.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll keep it.
So I couldn't get her to leave me alone. And I knew that she was getting desperate to get my attention when she pulled her shirt up to show me her mastectomy scar.
What?
Nurse,
Try this one.
security, anybody.
That's good.
So she finally left, thank goodness. I don't know what support group she was with, but I hope they wear their shirts. I think I hope they do. Now I lost my train of thought thinking about that. That was not good action, in case anyone's interested. So after surgery was chemo, and chemo went pretty well. I did not lose a single hair on my head. You'll get there. Give it a minute.
You're hungry, it's better.
And then it was time to go and get fitted for my fake titty and my fake titty holding bra.
Oh, boy.
And I went in there, and the old lady who was working there called it measuring and sizing. I called it fondling and groping. But, you know, I'm all about a little action, and she had a mustache.
Oh.
So, it was all right. But that little fake titty and fake titty holding bra were very uncomfortable. So now it's just me and Lefty.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay.
And we're doing fine.
I was gonna eat all of it.
We're not allowed to have our phones on the production floor at work, so I stick mine in my bra. I got room. I put it on vibrate, so when I get a call, Lefty's happy. I'm smiling, and the bosses think I like my job. So it's a win for everybody.
Come on, Revlon.
But I did learn that it's true, if you lose a body part, your other body parts come together to compensate.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
in my case.
yeah?
So I was at work minding my own business, all of a sudden I look down, my shirt's glowing.
Oh,
That's kind of what I thought. Turns out my phone has a flashlight on it. I didn't know that. Lefty knew, and she knew how to turn it on. She's a practical joker, she is. Then another day, I'm at work minding my own business, doing my job, and my phone keeps feeling warmer and warmer, and it's not that ultrasound kind of good warm.
no?
This was an unpleasant warm. So I pulled it out, the phone, not my breast.
Thank God.
Guess who was playing the game? I also didn't know my phone had games on it. I wonder what else my phone can do. So when I was first diagnosed, excuse me, my best friend Sandra and I decided we were going to handle this with humor. So my birthday was 11 days after surgery, and she got me a bikini cake with one breast.
Oh,
And she had to fight to do it,
Thank you.
because the lady at the bakery told her it was me and she wasn't going to make it. So Sandra had to get the manager on the phone, explain it all to him. They finally agreed to make the cake. I thought it was hilarious, but we still shop at that store, and boy, did they look at us funny when we walk by. Are you guys still here? You're getting quieter and quieter. Excuse me. Are y'all hungry? You need something? It's the cake, isn't it? The birthday people didn't have cake to share. That's what the problem is. So there are a couple of things I can't do anymore now that I only have one breast. Porn is one of them. Y'all think that's funny. Well, at first I didn't understand porn.
Porn is good.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, these beautiful women are either just taking their clothes off or just getting ready to put their clothes on, and they're balanced perfectly in 6-inch stilettos. So I did porn one day. Look, it was a long time ago, okay? Kept falling off my stilettos. Turns out it was not the going down they were looking for.
I'll fix it. I have a big tongue.
People are laughing at me for falling down. Another thing I didn't understand was bless your heart. People would say it to me, and I would say thank you and smile, and it made me feel good, and I thought it was a nice thing. I'm not originally from the South, so it took me a while to learn that bless your heart has a lot of meanings.
uh-huh.
It can mean you're pretty or you're ugly, you're smart or you're stupid, you're witty or you're dull. All these years I've been thanking people for insulting me. And the last thing I don't understand, and then I'm going to get out of here because she's not going to laugh. You win, I give up. When I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of electronic gadgets, computers, and things like that to keep us occupied, so we had to find ways to entertain ourselves. And this one day, none of the neighborhood kids were around for me to play with. There wasn't anything to do. I was complaining to my mom, so she did the obligatory mom things. Do your homework, read a book, but you know, that's not fun. So she said, go outside and play. I said, Mom,
Yeah, I like this.
I told you, there's no one to play with.
I owe you.
She says, well, honey, go play with yourself.
Yeah, because you work early.
Thank you. We're still not eating.
That's advice I follow to this day. Bless your heart, Mom. Thank you, you guys have been great.